Democracy worst fed by parliamentary elections in Bangladesh by Ohidur. Democracy lives on election. Unfortunately, election here in Bangladesh does not follow democracy. To make the country more democratic, the parliamentary election was introduced. The more it gets older, the less the country turns democratic. The song Swadhinota Take Khujchi, In Search of the Democracy, in the voice of Haidar Ali itself cries for democracy. There is a little bridge across the river democracy. As soon as people cross the river, they reach the country of democracy. Still people are afraid as they think the bridge will collapse while crossing. They go to the polling station but are afraid of casting their votes in favor of their choice. The majority try to find out who will win. They do not waste their votes by casting for those who will not win. The scenario is the repetition of the same story where everyone poured a bucket of water instead of milk in the king's new pond. As a result, the minority cast their votes according to their choice, but it is not enough. It is widely believed, the votes are bought. Yes, indeed. A huge amount of money is distributed among a large number of voters. Nevertheless, the majority of them would have cast according to their own choice if they had visualized that their votes would not be wasted, that is, the other candidate would not win the election. The campaigners slant slogans like "In the room the women come and go," talking of Michelangelo. In T.S. Eliot's poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Instantly, the populace is convinced that this candidate will win. They verify it with others but the result is go through the motion. This is just one of the vital reasons. The other reasons are similar to this public nuisance. The populace believes in instant benefits. Many sell their voting rights for something so little. They do not realize the bias are going to snatch away their valuables in return. Professor Shah Muhammad brings out one point in his speeches and discussions. He says, "The bad are united. No matter how big or small the group is, they can nullify the power of the good. In the same way, a few are united and intimidate a big number of people. That is how the unity among the good is destroyed meaninglessly. To avert the result, I presume to recommend the following. As in the parliamentary election one constituency covers many villages, every village should arrange meetings where the experts will point out the good and bad sides of the candidates. Then the villagers will ponder over the candidates and try to find out who they think may be better than the other candidates. In the meetings the experts should convince the villagers so that they cast their votes in favor of their choice, never in favor of the candidate they think will win the election. The villagers must be convinced that they can only be benefited if their candidate wins, never if the candidate they think will win, wins the election. The history says that electoral fraud is very common in Bangladesh. To stop it, all the voters must gather the polling center right at the beginning of the election. Then it will be too difficult to cast votes by the other voters. In other words, election fraudulence must be stopped by the surrounding voters of the center. The elections in 2014 were boycotted by the main opposition party BNP. As a result, the Awami League led by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina won a walkover, with its candidates declared victors in 127 of the 154 uncontested seats by default. Of the remaining uncontested seats, the Jatiya Party led by Roshan Ershad won 20, the JST won 3, the Workers' Party won 2, and the Jatiya Party, Manju, won 1. In this election scheduled on the 30th of December 2018, the BNP is ready for election if the current parliament is dissolved and the election commission consists of non-partisan members. Democratic election means the freedom of individual choice, no matter the choice is good or bad. Many will choose the wrong candidate and the others the right candidate. The result will be impartial. It does not matter how good or how bad the winning candidate is. What matters is that the winning candidate has received the real votes, not any fake vote. Then the democracy will automatically sustain. It will not be affected at all. Democracy does not ensure what is good or what is bad. It ensures non-violence, no trespassing and no violation of individual rights and freedom. Thanks for watching.